Friday afternoon, our early morning weather alert continues all week long. We've been giving you the early warning to perhaps some active weather today. Here's the cold front moving now through western New York. Out ahead of it, some showers and thunderstorms developing. This box right here showing where the highest risk of severe thunderstorms would be. Early warning pinpoint Doppler Connecticut's only live Doppler radar is scanning the skies. And while we had maybe a stray shower here or there and still could see a stray shower here or there, the majority of the strongest activity at this point of time is well to our north and west. Here's what's going on near the Capital District of New York and into the Berkshires. Keeping an eye on this storm right here. While this is well to our north, gives us an idea of what the atmosphere is really capable of producing. Pretty strong storm headed toward Amherst, Massachusetts. We also are keeping an eye on these storms that are developing out over the Catskills and eventually will work their way into a more organized line that drops southeast into Connecticut later on today. Early warning futurecast shows perhaps a stray shower or storm between about now and 3 or 4 o'clock. But after 4 o'clock, all eyes will be on the northwestern part of the state. As the line of storms develops and moves south, it will be likely weakening a bit, but these storms could still be quite strong as they actually enter Connecticut. So what we're expecting is perhaps some strong to severe storms through the later part of the afternoon and into the evening. Some very heavy rain underneath these, likely quite a bit of lightning, perhaps some damaging wind gusts or some hail. With some cooler air above our heads, we actually do have a bigger hail potential than we've seen with our previous severe weather risks earlier this summer. These will have a tendency to weaken as they move southeast, especially southeast of the 84 corridor, moving offshore later on tonight. So our early warning weather alert, first and foremost, focused on the isolated strong to severe storm risk. Again, wind gusts being the biggest threat there, perhaps some hail. If you hear thunder, make sure you head inside and let the storms pass you by. The secondary risk here is some torrential rain. If we have downpours that move through the same location, we could see some isolated flooding pop up. The greatest risk for flooding, however, is displaced to our north. Severe thunderstorm watch now until 8 o'clock for Litchfield and Hartford counties. And remember, storms don't follow borders. So while this is where we have the greatest risk of some stronger storms, even as they're weakening, moving southeast, we still could see some impacts in other parts of the state. Rainfall amounts likely between the half-inch to an inch range with some locally higher amounts mixed in. So that leads, again, to perhaps some localized poor drainage flooding. Winds are coming out of the southwest, pumping in moisture. Dew points are back up in the mid-60s. So even though temperatures themselves are struggling to climb, many of us sitting in the 70s right now, still 69 in Salisbury, we are still building instability in the atmosphere. Here's a live look in our iCam in New Haven. Mostly cloudy skies, 77 degrees, even a bit of smoke visible on that camera. Here's a live look in our iCam in New London, 77 degrees. Thankfully, no big impacts to air quality right now. Storm risk increases later this evening, especially after about 4 o'clock. But behind the front, northwesterly winds will help to bring drier air in and thus beautiful weather for the weekend. The fireworks forecast for North Branford at the Potato and Corn Festival for tomorrow night looking great at this point in time. And tonight, while we have those storms early, we do clear out after midnight. Temperatures likely in the lower half of the 60s. Tomorrow, 84 inland. Northwesterly wind means the shoreline will be just a bit warmer, about 85. 85 inland on Sunday, 84 at the shoreline. Mostly sunny skies, low humidity. Humidity does ramp back up on Monday, though. Highs in the mid to upper 80s, a risk for showers and storms in the afternoon, lingering into Tuesday and Kara after that. Again, temperatures will be pretty typical for this time of year in the mid 80s with developing sunshine.